cattle is moved to lower land and food is inventoried. Samhain signaled the transition into winter. Therefore, before the evening festival began, pagans moved their cattle to lower land. Next, they inventoried all their food to determine which animals they needed to slaughter. It doesn't tend to happen exactly on Halloween, but the ritual of moving cattle seasonally and taking inventory has continued for farmers worldwide. This vital practice helps ensure that people and the remaining cattle are well cared for during the cold season. Samhain celebrations start at sundown on October 31. Much like Halloween, Samhain celebrations start at sundown on October 31. Ancient pagans kept their local Samhain festival going through November 1. This tradition eventually led to the creation of All Saints' Day. Because October 31 marked the end of an important season, pagans completed other essential tasks earlier in the day. By sunset, though, the town would gather to begin enjoying the ritual bonfire and shared feast. Today's pagans follow the same time frame, which means the annual observation of Samhain lasts for more than just one night. Food is left out for the dead to honor their presence. Food is left out for the dead to honor their presence. Sing a song when going door to door instead of saying trick or treat. Going door to door and saying trick or treat to get free candy is a beloved Halloween tradition. Pagans sometimes went door to door too, but it was typically to get materials for building a bonfire. In some instances, they also asked for food. Instead of announcing themselves with a catchphrase, they often sang to get attention. This eventually evolved into children going door to door and offering a song or poem in exchange for a treat. When you consider how many ancient pagan traditions influenced modern holidays, it's probably no coincidence that many now visit neighbors to sing carols during Christmas time. Apple bobbing and other games are important divination tools. If you've ever been to a Halloween party or even just an apple orchard, the odds are high that you've gone bobbing for apples. This party game dates back to the early days of Samhain. Rather than use apple bobbing as a competition, pagans saw it as a divination tool. They also hung apples from a string on Samhain. One of the apple's most popular Samhain uses was helping unmarried girls and women figure out who their future husband might be. They peeled the apple's skin back in one large piece. Tossing the peel helped it take on the shape of a letter, which signified the first letter in the name of the man they would eventually marry. Getting drunk is a Samhain tradition. According to Irish mythology, every Samhain celebration required alcohol. In fact, of all the annual Irish festivals, Samhain was the only one that included getting drunk. Historians have verified this myth actually happened due to the discovery of extremely large brewing cauldrons. It's clear pagans created alcohol in mass quantities, but it also appears likely that they didn't store any of it. In other words, it was all used during the Samhain festival. It seems that today's alcohol-filled adult Halloween parties have a lot in common with ancient traditions. Carved turnips and other gourds provide light and decorations. Jack-o'-lanterns are a beloved Halloween symbol that trace their roots all the way back to the earliest recorded Samhain celebrations. However, pagans didn't use pumpkins, nor did they call them jack-o'-lanterns. Instead, early traditions dictated the usage of carved turnips or other gourds to create a spooky lantern. People would use these to ward off evil spirits and light their way home after the Feast of the Dead. Irish immigrants brought this practice with them to the U, but substituted pumpkins because they were so plentiful.
Graveyards and property boundaries are especially dangerous.
The boundary between the living and the dead is gone on Samhain. This enables good and malevolent spirits to cross over, and it also provides the devil with easy access to the mortal realm. As a result, pagans believe that any area that usually has a distinct boundary, including property lines, becomes a dangerous gathering place for the dead. Graveyards are also viewed as a spot where the devil is more likely to show up. Despite this, some would still go to the local graveyard at midnight due to the belief that they could see their future by walking 3 times around all the graves.
Costumes are just as important, but serve a different purpose.
Halloween and costumes are as intrinsically linked as peanut butter and jelly. Horror celebrants choose from scary, funny, or even sexy costumes and enjoy looking like someone else for a night. During the early pagan days, Samhain costumes were just as important, but they weren't worn for fun. Instead, they believed dressing up like their departed loved ones was a good way to honor the dead. Additionally, these disguises supposedly fooled evil spirits into leaving them alone.
Invoking the devil for divinations is an annual tradition.
Divinations play a major role in Samhain. For this one day of the year, it's even considered okay to invoke the devil for assistance meeting positive goals. For example, a pagan might ask the devil for help with their health, marriage, or overall luck. Graveyards are supposedly the best place to run into the devil on Samhain. Most divinations take place in group settings near the bonfire.
Some legends suggest making a sacrifice that includes children.
Samhain inspired Halloween, but there are some legends from ancient festivals that are best left in the past. A prime example is that early Irish settlers, led by Mead, may have actually offered an annual sacrifice to prevent an entire year of catastrophes. Some believe these sacrifices included approximately 67% of the village children. There were other offerings as well, such as 2/3 of the milk and corn the village produced each year. These legends can't be definitively verified or debunked as they come from Irish mytho-history.
A ritual bonfire and communal feast of the dead kicks things off.
A ritual bonfire and communal feast of the dead kicks things off.
Hey guys, thank you so much for the support and likes and comments down below, and also thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to see you in the next video. Then take care, bye.